Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin this video by asking you two very simple but very important questions in regards to the Supreme Court petition which is currently going on. Should Raila Amolo Odinga rely on senior counsel James Orengo this time round? And the second question is, can James Orengo's arguments as the senior counsel of the Azimio la Umoja petition, can he convince the jurisdiction to give or to declare the verdict in favor of Raila Amolo Odinga? I'm asking this because me personally, I've seen James Orengo representing Raila Amolo Odinga in 2013 petition at the Supreme Court of Kenya, whereby Raila Amolo Odinga lost the 2013 elections to none other than Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And remember that James Orengo failed. In 2017, I saw James Orengo representing Raila Amolo Odinga at the Supreme Court of Kenya, whereby Maraga nullified the entire election process because of some of the reasons, which I'm not going to go deeper into it because of time. And Chief Justice David Maraga ordered the IEBC to go back to the entire election process again. So we went back to the voting process for the second time. And also Raila Amolo Odinga lost the elections to Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. During the BBI process, just after the handshake, if you can still remember in 2018, the judges at the Supreme Court, at the High Court, nullified the entire BBI process. And we saw James Orengo representing Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta and Raila Amolo Odinga again. And today, of course, during this court petition, whereby Raila Amolo Odinga has presented to the Supreme Court of Kenya, we are seeing James Orengo as the senior counsel representing Raila Amolo Odinga once again. Before we go into deeper details of this video, because I just want us to agree on facts. I don't want to be partisan. I just want to be free and fair, because we are going to analyze each and everything that James Orengo is talking about here at the Supreme Court of Kenya. So if you're watching this video for the first time, please support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Please give this video a thumbs up. YouTube can recommend my channel to reach out to other people so that we can grow together. To my subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Actually, I'm always grateful for you guys. I'm not taking your support for granted. Let us go back to the main issue of this video. Today you have had the second day. James Orengo has submitted his arguments as the senior counsel at the Supreme Court of Kenya. And I've listened very carefully, very keenly to what James Orengo is talking about. And I can tell you for sure, it seems that James Orengo is just lying, honestly speaking. According to James Orengo, he is saying that the IEB or the Supreme Court of Kenya should nullify the entire general elections, to nullify it, and declare Raila Amolo Odinga as the president-elect of the Republic of Kenya. In James Orengo's argument, remember that James Orengo is the current governor of Siaya County, who has already been sworn in. Remember that this same James Orengo is a product of the IEBC, whereby the IEBC carried out the entire voting process, election process, and declared James Orengo as the governor-elect, or as the winner who emerged at in Siaya County as the governor. It is very weird when I see James Orengo standing before the Supreme Court of Kenya saying that the IEBC mismanaged the entire election. If truly the IEBC mismanaged the election, does it mean that James Orengo does not believe in the IEBC election process? And remember that the IEBC declared him as the winner. how did the IEBC mismanage the entire election? He is going further, talking about how Raila Amolo Odinga or how William Samoei Ruto or how the IEBC carried out the entire election process in favor of Dr. William Samoei Ruto. First, he's saying that there was a systematic way of voter deductions. And according to James Orengo, the total votes which were deducted from Raila Amolo Odinga to the second respondent by the name William Samoei Ruto. So, he's saying that the deduction of voters or Raila Amolo Odinga's total votes were deducted and added to Dr. William Samoei Ruto. And he has given us, therefore, he's telling us that there was voter discrepancies. And he has given us a total of 140,000 total votes. Let us go back to the total vote cast. We had around 14 million total votes. William Samoei Ruto was leading with around 7.1 million votes. Raila Amolo Odinga led by 6.9 million votes, which resulted in 48%. If you add the total 140,000 total votes, which is talking about here, you add to Raila Amolo Odinga's total votes, meaning Raila Amolo Odinga will arrive at 7 million votes, while Dr. William Samoei Ruto will be having around 7 million votes, meaning the two candidates have not attained the 50+1 threshold according to the constitution, meaning there will be no winner, then we will go for a runoff. And remember that this same James Orengo is talking at the Supreme Court of Kenya saying that the Supreme Court of Kenya should nullify the entire election and declare Raila Amolo Odinga as the winner. Meaning, he's talking doublespeak. I'm accusing James Orengo of doublespeak. It's either he's lying to us or he just or he knows it very well that he's just lying to us. That is it. The second thing, James Orengo is telling us that the IT structure manipulated forms 34A, 34B, 34C, when uploading, when downloading, when transmitting, and also deleted and staged and rigged in favor of William Samoei Ruto. I just want to disagree with that statement by James Orengo. In my personal view, the Supreme Court of Kenya yesterday ordered the IEBC to give out the servers. It was an order from the Supreme Court of Kenya. And right now as we speak, I just want to assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that Raila Amolo Odinga has already been given the IEBC servers so that he can find out by himself, so that he can go deeper into the servers and see if there were voters or there were voter manipulation in favor, or if there were rigged votes in favor of Dr. William Samoei Ruto. In my personal view, if the IEBC knew it very well that it had rigged in favor of Dr. William Samoei Ruto, I personally think that the IEBC shouldn't have given the permission Raila Amolo Odinga to go through the servers, like what happened in 2017. The servers of the 2017 general election, the IEBC did not open the servers up to date. So I just want also to disagree with that statement by James Orengo. And point number 3, James Orengo is telling us that William Samoei Ruto did not attain 50+1 threshold. In my personal view, what I tallied from the IEBC portal, me by myself, I know that William Samoei Ruto attained 7.1 billion votes, which resulted to 50.4%. Raila Amolo Odinga had 6.9 million, which was 48.8 something. That is what I know personally. And the fourth point, James Orengo is telling us that Chebukati rigged in favor of Dr. William Samoei Ruto. And he's talking about the statement which Chebukati issued at 4 p.m. when the vote was still going on 9th of August, Chebukati, we remember, came and issued a statement that at 4 p.m. the total voter turnout was 56%, which was around 12 million total votes. And the closing of voting, the total votes were around 65.4%. So, according to James Orengo, which said 65.4% resulted into a total of 14 million total voters. So, the first one was 12 million, the second one is 14 million. So, according to James Orengo, the added 2 million votes were added in favor of Dr. William Samoei Ruto. I personally want to disagree with that statement because, in my personal view, I know that all Kenyans, they know or they like the rush hour time. When each and every Kenyan knows that, okay, the election is almost closing, that is the time now you'll see Kenyans rushing to vote. All Kenyans like rushing hour, no matter what. That is what I know. So in my personal view, I see that, let me say that the voters who increased, they rushed to the polling station after or just few minutes before the polling station was closed, in my personal view. And the sixth point James Orengo is talking about is saying that the rejected votes were not computed by the IEBC. In my personal view, I just want to remind James Orengo, and I just want to refer James Orengo back in 2017 ruling by CJ Maraga. He said it very clearly that the rejected votes should not be included. This is what actually he said. Rejected votes are not part or are not included in the total vote cast. But I want to assure you, because it is a spoiled vote in the ballot paper that failed to communicate the will of the voter. So it is not included as the vote cast because it is a spoiled vote. So I just want to assure you that when Chebukati was announcing the final results, he did not mention the spoiled votes simply because he just announced the winner and the total votes of each and every presidential candidate. But he did not mention the spoiled vote. But if you go to the IEBC portal, you will actually find the total spoiled votes. That was my opinion for today. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. Let me hear your views. And I like arguing politically, not abusing a person. So if you have a different opinion, let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. See you in the next video, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm not taking your support for granted. See you in the next video at 4 p.m.